Ha- Hello, welcome back. So this is the last topic of this classical theory. It's Max Weber's bureaucratic theory. Bureaucratic theory was developed by German sociologist and political economist Max Weber. So according to him, bureaucracy is the most efficient form of organization. The organization has well-defined line of authority. So Max Weber was thinking, what is the most efficient form of organization? So he says that organization has a well defined line of authority because see in bureaucracy, like everyone is like there are lots of levels of hierarchy, so everyone knows whom to report whom, so he feels that is very efficient. It is clear rules and regulations which are strictly followed, so and it has to follow strictly. So Max Weber only thought ki there are all positive things, but we all know a coin has two sides. Like if there is a positive outcome, there will also be a negative outcome. So let's discuss few his main principles. Like you can see in the diagram, is a famous principle. Like you can see, job specialization. We have authority of hierarchy, formal selection, rules and regulation, impersonality, career orientation. They have given all the points. See, division of labor. Let's show in division of labor. What it say? Jobs are broken down into simple, routine, and well-defined tasks. See, what he did was, see, jobs have to be broken down into into simple routine and well defined jobs, and specialization of labor also done, which we have already like keep on studying. One who is specialized in one particular type of job, he should work in that. And why it is important? Because when jobs are divided into like well defined tasks, what happen? Members know, a worker will know, this worker will know what I have to do. Members know what is expected of them and can become extremely competent at their particular subset of tasks. So it refers, if he is like given ki you have to produce this type of output, this type of standard, then he will try to focus on that and he will try his level best to produce it. So this plays a very important role. So it is as per Max Weber's bureaucracy. Then seconds, authority hierarchy. Positions organized in a hierarchy with a clear chain of command. Like we have also studied in file, chain of command should be very clear, scalar chain. So here what happens? In a hierarchy, like you know whom to report, whom to follow. There are no confusion. Ki A has to follow B or B, C, D. All are like linked. So there will be what? There will be no confusion. There may be no wastage of time. All those. So this is one type of positive thing. Now, next is formal selection. So formal selection, what it is said, see in the right side, people selected for jobs based on technical qualification. See, different types of selections are done, yes or no. Technical competence members selected accordingly on the basis of training, qualification, and education, etc. So let's say this person has this type of education, training, experience. So this type of selection are based on what is needed. Yes or no? Now, formal rules and regulation. What does formal rules and regulation say? Formal rules and regulations say system or written rules. There are some in every organization. I guess in your organization also there will be some rules and regulation or standard SOPs. SOP is known as standard operating procedures, like how to execute the tasks. So for everything, well-defined tasks is there. Yes or no? So when everything is done, well-defined is there, or rules is written, people are already aware, or employees are already aware. Ki I have to like behave or execute work in this way. There is standard procedure. I can like go beyond that. So there is no, again there is no confusion, no wastage of time, all those. Now, impersonality, uniform application of rules and controls, not according to the personalities. Now, let's say you may be, as a manager, you may be liking one employee, like you care him or her very much, but you cannot treat him better than others, right? Better than B. You have to treat them equally. So there should be impersonal. You have to treat everyone equally with respect to specific rules. If one has done some particular mistakes, so you should like punishment should be equal for all. Yes or no? Or let's say you are hiring a candidate. Let's say recruitment is taking place. You cannot say like this is my relative and I'll give him job. This is not mine. I'll reject him. You will take with respect to merit basis. Yes or no? There should be impersonality. So when everything is followed, see, organization will always succeed, and there will be like what to say, growth and profits and whatever success in organization. And last is career orientation. Managers are career professionals, not owners of units. They manage. Yes or no? See, managers, like you see, you have a boss. What do you think? He may be thinking that I am the owner, I am the boss. No, he is a career of professionals, because under him there are different professionals. Some may be from management, some may be from engineers. So he should like know how to like utilize them, how to like satisfy them, how to like give them career growth. So he should be all rounder. A management should understand his or her colleagues or subordinates, otherwise there is no point. Like there is a saying also, employees do not leave organization, they leave their bosses, yes or no? So something like that. So all this combined together, it is known as principles of bureaucratic theory. And when all these things followed, it brings like what success in the organization. Again, like we said, now criticism is also there. Some people feel ki it is very rigid, like rules, regulation, so much of hierarchy. Why it is necessary? Yes or no? There will be lots of disturbance for simple works. Will you follow all the rules? No, there should be some some different method. Yes or no? So they feel very rigid. It does not give importance to human relation. Nowhere it is mentioned like human relation should be mentioned, except here some part of it. Otherwise, you see hierarchy, selection. See, they didn't give much importance to human relationship. So when when emotional or human beings are not considered, they may hamper the person's mind or employee's mind, both like mentally or emotionally. Yes or no? It is suitable for organization where change is very slow. That means what? Those organizations where they don't want to change, they want to follow all rigid rules like olden times, ancient times. जैसे करते रहो वैसे चलते रहो. No, no, we can't do all those type of slow organization. Too much emphasis on rules and regulation, which already discussed, very rigid and inflexible. There will be unnecessary delay in decision making due to formalities. They try to make lots of rules. No, you have to go. Like let's say a person is getting retired in the government job. What happens when collecting? When he is going for pension, he has given his life. Let's say 30 years of his service life in the service of government. But during the retirement, he will be like, no, go to bring that file, no, go to that department. He will have to run here, there, give some goose, or let's say. But these days, lots of changes are taking place. So this is what delay in procedure. They will try to bring nonsense formalities. All right. Now bureaucracy also involves lots of paperwork. They only deal of paper, and this is what wastage of effort, time, and money. When like where is the rules? They will like which can be sent in email. Let's say if I send an email directly to an organization, it is done in 1 second. Let's say, but through paper it will be sent in speed post. 7 days it will take. So all those. So these are the few. I hope all of you have understood. With this, I end. Thank you.